Okay, students, now I will show you how to construct the geometry of exercise number 8, the mill exercise, and also the simulation of it. So this is our, okay, I'll just open the exercise and I'll show you which is the exercise we are solving now. Yes, so this is the exercise that we are going to solve now. Okay, so if you can observe this, there is an ellipse and then there is an hexagon that needs to be constructed along with a hole that is a drill that has to be done here, having a diameter of 20 mm, and then there is this pocket that has to be made here. Okay, so to start with, we'll open the Mastercam, and in this particular thing, we will check first for the configuration. The configuration is in metric, so this is correct, and then I'll press F9 to get this grid. I'm going to construct this geometry along the origin. I'm going to construct it along the origin. So to start with, let me first draw the ellipse. So I'll go to the main menu, say create. In create, you go to the next menu, you'll get this option of ellipse. So it is asking me A radius and B radius. Now what is this A radius and B radius? A radius is the radius along the x-axis and B radius is the radius along the y-axis. So if you can see here, A radius is, the diameter, the major diameter is 162.5 and the minor diameter here is 105.8. Okay, so in order to get a radius, that is the radius along x-axis, we will divide 162.5 by 2. So that will give me the radius, that is 81.25. So here I will enter the a radius as 81.25 and say enter. Now I will give the b radius. What is the minor axis? Minor axis is 105.8. So let me now enter the b radius, that is 100 and sorry it will be 105.8 divided by 2, that is 52.9, and say enter. Next is you say do it, and what is the center of this ellipse? That is origin. So this is the ellipse that you can see is placed in this grid along the origin. So this is the ellipse that is ready with us. This is the ellipse that is ready. Next, let us get this point where I can drill a hole using a drill bit of 20 mm diameter. So in order to drill the hole here, I need to specify the point where the drilling has to be done. So first I need to find at what distance it is from this particular end, that is the right end. So before I proceed to all this, let me get a vertical and a horizontal line along the x and y axis. So I'll go to the main menu and say create line, a horizontal line, because these are the axis lines, they cannot be used for construction purpose. So here I will first draw the horizontal and the vertical line along the x and y axis. So this is a horizontal line from one end to the other end. Likewise, I will go to the main menu, go to create option, line, vertical line. So here it is going to be from this end to this end. So these lines are required for our construction purpose. Just the axis line will not be helpful because you cannot use those axis lines, these are imaginary lines, right? So the next step is, as I said, I need to give this point here. It is you have to check out on this horizontal line at what distance it is from this right side end. So I know 162.5 divided by 2 is 81.25, and this distance given here is 63.75. So 81.25 minus 63.75 is 17.5. That means this gap, this distance here is 17.5. So let me mark that. How can I do that? I can go to this option modify and break the line at a length. So this is the line, and I will break this at a length of 17.5 and say enter. So you can see this line has got broken here. Next I have to say create a point, because I need to do the drilling operation at that point. So I'll say position, and I'll choose this option of endpoint with respect to this line, and then I'll place it here. So this is the point where the drilling operation is going to be carried out using a drill bit of 20 mm diameter. So moving on to the next, we have to place this hexagon. So do I know the sides of this hexagon? No, I cannot see the dimensions given anywhere here. So what I can do is I need to find the center of this. Okay. So in order to find the center of this, I know the half of 162.5 is 81.25. So I have 81.25 minus this 72.5. 72.5. It gives me 8.75. That means this gap here, this distance here is 8.75. But what I want is this point. Okay, because if I want to place this hexagon, I need to have the center of that particular hexagon. So I know the diameter of this circle. If you draw a circle around this hexagon, so a circle which encloses this hexagon into it, it has a diameter of 32.5. So let me now divide 32.5 by 2. It, it gives me the radius of the circle, that is 16.25 plus 8.75. It is 25. So this is 8.75 and this is 16.25. When you add those, it is 25. So I can break this line at a distance of 25 to get the center to place the hexagon. So now I am going to the main menu, say modify, break at length. So I'll choose this line and break it at 25 mm. So can you see this line is broken, and it is broken at a distance of 25 mm from this left side. So I'll go to the main menu and say create point, position, end point. So at the end point of this 25 mm line, I'll place a point. That is the point which will be the center of the hexagon. Okay, so now I need to draw this hexagon. How can I draw the hexagon? Let me go to the main menu and say create. Go to next menu. Here you'll get the option of polygon. Okay, so here you have to specify the number of sides. What are the number of sides? As it's an hexagon, the number of sides are 6. Say enter. Next it is asking you what is the radius of that particular circle into which this hexagon is enclosed. So as I said, the radius of this circle is 32.5 divided by 2, that is 16.25. So let me take the radius as 16.25 mm and say enter. Next, what is the start angle? What is the included inside angle of an hexagon? It is 60 degrees. Say enter. So if you can see this, there's an option of do it. That means you have entered the required data and say do it. So you see this hexagon is ready now. So where it has to be placed? It has to be placed at this point. So this is how you're going to place the hexagon. So I've come out of that command. Next, I have to now construct this part. This particular part is made up of arcs. You see number of arcs 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there is a fillet with 6.25 as the fillet radius. So let me first construct this arc. This arc is having a radius of 91.25 mm, and this end is the center of that arc. So I will now construct that arc first. I'll go to the main menu, say create arc with point and radius, as I know the radius of it. The radius is 91.25. Say enter. What is the point for this radius? For this arc, it is this end. So I'll place it here. Same is the radius for this arc with this end as the center. So I've placed these two and I'll come out of this command. So what I've drawn is this arc having a radius of 91.25 and this arc having a radius of 91.25. Now let me construct this arc having a radius of 17.5 and center is the point at which the drilling operation will be carried out. So what is the radius? It is 17.5. So I'm still in the arc command, so I'll choose this option again and give the radius as 17.5. Then enter, and which is the point? Center of it, this. Okay, so I'll come out of the command. Next, if you see this arc, this is having a radius of 25 mm and this, the center of this hexagon is the center of this arc as well. So let me again, as I'm in the arc command, I'll take radius of this is 25 mm, enter, and which is the center of it, this is the center. So escape, come out of the command. So this is done. Next, now I know there is a fillet of 6.25 mm radius. Okay, so let me join this arc and this arc with a fillet. So I'll go here, I'll say modify fillet radius. What is the radius? It is 6.25 mm and say enter. So it is asking me to select the curves. So I'm selecting this one curve and the other curve. So this is the fillet I get. Likewise, I want a fillet on this side as well. This curve and this curve I'll select, I'll get the fillet. Okay, so once I'm getting half of this pocket area, what I can do is I can get a mirror image of it. So before I proceed to getting a mirror image, I need to trim off this part. I don't need this part here. So I'll go to modify, trim, two entities. So I'm selecting 1 and 2. So it has got trimmed. Now what I can do, this particular circle that you see, this is not required, so I'm deleting it. Next, I'll go to the main menu and go to XForm mirror. Okay, mirror what? This region. This part has to be mirrored and say done. Mirror about line. Which line? This horizontal line. Okay, this horizontal line. You want a copy, say OK. So this is how you get this. Once you do this, go to the main menu. So have we completed the geometry? Yes, we have placed this hexagon. We have given a point where the drilling is going to be performed, and then we have also constructed this region where pocketing has to be done. So now let us go for the simulation part. So let me just fit it. I'll just repaint it. Okay. Now I'll go to the main menu, toolpath and job setup. So center of the slab, yes, we have already chosen. Select the corners so that we can get the stock for it. So I'll just zoom out and I will at random click a point here and a point here. And then once you click that, this dialog box appears, so you can give the thickness of the slab as 10 mm and say enter and say OK. So this is the stock that we have, and then this is the profile that we have created, the geometry that we have created where the milling operation will be carried out. So we know here this outside region, the green ellipse that you see, contouring will be done here. At this point there will be drilling. At this point in this hexagon there will be through pocketing, and here also there will be pocketing done, but at a depth of 4 mm. So all of these details you have to study, you have to understand from the uh, given figure, the given problem statement. Okay, having done this, let me go for simulation part. I will the job setup is done, so I'm going for the toolpaths. So first I'll go for contouring. What has to be contoured here? This part, this ellipse. Okay. Next you say done. Right click to get the tool from library. I'm choosing a 2 mm flat end mill. I'll say OK. I need to give the contour parameters here. The depth for the thickness of this particular plate or the thickness of the slab is 10 mm. So I can give the contour as minus 15 mm. So, okay, I forgot to give the compensation. I think by default it was left compensation. Therefore, you have got these the cutting the tool path that is there. It is inside the geometry. That means it is going to cut the extra part. It cut the material that is actually a part of our geometry. So what we have to do is I have to give the right compensation for this. The tool compensation here you see the compensation in computer, it has to be right compensation. Say okay. Once you select reselect or you edit something, you please again select all regenerate path, otherwise it will still be in the previous command. So now you see with the right compensation it has taken the path outside the geometry. So we have done the needful here. Next I will go for drill manual. You have to specify the point. Which is that point? This is the point. So here the drilling operation needs to be performed. Say backup and say done. So let me choose the tool for drilling in this library, and if you see here, what is the dimension, sorry, what is the diameter of this drill? It is 20 mm. So I need to use a drill bit which is having 20 mm diameter. So here is the drill bit having 20 mm diameter. Say okay. Now let me check the parameters here. I'll give the depth as say minus 15, minus 20, anything but more than 10 mm. Okay, don't give more than 20 or 25. You can give 20 mm or 15 mm. So we have taken care of the drilling operation. Now let me go for pocketing. Pocket what? This hexagon. Say done. Right click, get the tool from library. I'll choose the same 2 mm end mill and say OK. Pocket parameters here is here it has to be a through pocket, so I am giving it as minus 15, that is more than 10 mm thickness of the slab. So this is how the pocketing will be done. Next, I again need to do the pocketing for this region as well. So it has selected and say done here. Okay, again for this pocketing as well, I'm choosing the same 2 mm flat end mill and I'm giving the pocket parameters. In this region, the pocketing that I have to do, it is at a depth of 4 mm. So I'll say okay. So this is the pocketing operation. Okay, so this all is done. So I'll go to operation, say select all, regenerate path, and now say verify. Okay, verify. But initially I will check if the job setup values are chosen or not, and I will do that once again. I will choose the use job setup values. I have clicked on this and I will say okay. Now let me play it. So this is the simulation of this particular geometry.